You're probably already familiar: UV light, air and water toxins from the environment, stress, unfortunately, alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, exhaustion, actually, which is another form of stress, pesticides, and then poor nutrition, lack of exercise. So one thing we really want to keep in mind is that we have accumulation, or a tendency to accumulate free radicals when we get stressed on a molecular level. So cell stress, which can be from exhaustion, from infection, from poor diet or sleep patterns, can actually lead to a huge negative reaction that will include things like cell membrane damage, DNA mutations, cell death, because free radicals, which can be things like reactive oxygen species, are very sticky. And what happens is that these sticky electrons can actually bang into each other, bang into the cell, or actually cross through all the way into the nuclear membrane and bombard the chromosomes with abnormal activity. So we are constantly working to keep our free radicals decreased as much as we can. Diet plays a big role in that. So antioxidants actually help by neutralizing free radicals or reactive oxygen species. But we also have this ability to have an impact on our stress level, which we will continue to talk about through this module, and see that the yoga and mindfulness can actually help reduce that as well. At the end of all of our chromosomes, we have what are called telomeres. And telomeres are a region of the chromosome or in our genetic material that don't really code directly for proteins. And the reason is because they tend to shorten in the course of our lifespan. So it's a protective measure where our telomeres are made up of extra genetic material that doesn't directly code for anything. They have specific proteins that are wrapped around almost like shoelace endings that help keep it from being frayed. But in the course of our life, they do actually shorten. And at some point, this shortening can have a systemic effect because it will start to interfere with genes that we need to make proteins. In addition, the shortening will continue over rounds of replication in time, and this can eventually lead to cell death. So some studies have recently shown, and we have links to the paper, that moderate exercise, decreasing stress, mindfulness, and meditation can actually help keep our telomeres long. And this is something that we're constantly working at. And as you've guessed, of course, stress also can start to degrade the telomeres, so we really want to keep that at bay. Telomeres as we age, and there's new companies, of course, that have like telomeric age, where they actually look at your telomeres and estimate how old you are based on stress and other environmental factors. And so we're preventing them from shortening. So we have an enzyme called telomerase, which actually helps to lengthen them or keep them long through all of our replication process. And there's a dark side to that too. So a lot of cancer is associated with telomeres that are very, very long, and it helps to promote cells lasting. And so what we're really trying to do is keep this balance, right, between the amount of free radicals, the shortening of telomeres, and promoting health and wellness overall through decreasing stress.